Yo ho everybody, and welcome to another edition of Yinzer on Hockey. So today, now that the Stanley Cup Finals matchup is set, I'm going to take a look at my top 5 candidates for the Conn Smythe Trophy for NHL Playoffs MVP. My rules are pretty simple. Once you're eliminated, that's it. You're no longer a candidate. So anybody from Tampa, Winnipeg, Pittsburgh, all the other teams that have already been eliminated are no longer candidates. We are going to be looking at the final 2 teams, the Washington Capitals and the Vegas Golden Knights. So we'll rank my top 5, and kind of right now I have in a tie for 4th/5th place is Braden Holtby. Braden Holtby is 12-6 with a .924 save percentage and a 2.04 goals against average. If you recall back to the opening of the Columbus and Washington series, Barry Trotz had thought that Philip Grubauer had been the better goaltender coming into the playoffs, decided to start him. They started 0-2. Grubauer was not good in those games at all with an .837 save percentage, so he went to Holtby. They ended up winning 4 straight against Columbus and exercised their demons against the Penguins and took out the Lightning in 7 games, with Holtby having back-to-back shutouts in games 6 and 7. And that's pretty clutch for a goaltender in a scenario with your backs against the wall to be able to put the team on your back and carry them to the finals with that type of performance. Next on my list, and like I said, is kind of tied with Braden Holtby, is Jonathan Marchessault. Jonathan Marchessault, 15 games played, 8 goals, 10 assists, is a +10. And he's been kind of the catalyst for the Vegas offense for the most part, and has played very, very well for them. His backhand has been probably one of the most dangerous I've seen in the playoffs this year, and he's skating with speed and pretty much winning every one-on-one battle he's had with goaltenders this playoff season. So he's my number 4, tied with Braden Holtby, pick for the Conn Smythe. Third on my list is Alexander Ovechkin. A little bit surprising here, but when we get to the rest of my list, you'll see why. He has 12 goals, 10 assists. He's a +5, and he's just been amazing in this playoffs. He is definitely removed all doubt, any conversation about playoff choking and not being able to captain a team to the Stanley Cup. I think all that's been removed. He is playing fantastic. He is second in points for the overall playoff scoring lead. Could end up leading the scoring, and to me, if he's able to continue the pace he's on and lead the Capitals to the Stanley Cup, I think the writers and the voters will probably lean towards Ovechkin if Washington ends up winning the Stanley Cup, just to add that other piece of hardware that he's been lacking in comparison to a lot of the other great players of this generation. Number 2 for me right now is Evgeny Kuznetsov. And for me, the reason I have Kuznetsov ranked a little bit ahead of Alexander Ovechkin is because Kuznetsov has been playing well in both ends. He's been an offensive juggernaut, 11 goals, 13 assists, 24 points, +7, and he's been playing amazing in his own end. Like, this is as good as I've ever seen Evgeny Kuznetsov play defensively. Back-checking, playing great in the neutral zone with the neutral zone trap that they've been running this playoff season, and he's adapted to it really well. And he's centering the line with Ovechkin and Tom Wilson, and to me, I always place more value on a center iceman because of their additional responsibilities, the face-offs, playing end-to-end, a 200-foot game is just so much more critical for a center iceman than it is for a winger. That's not to take away from what Alexander Ovechkin has done defensively, because he's played better defensively than I've ever seen him play in his career. So both of those guys kind of neck and neck in the race for Conn Smythe. But to me, right now, the Conn Smythe winner, and it may take something miraculous to knock Marc-Andre Fleury off of this pedestal right now. He has a .947 save percentage and a 1.68 goals against average. Let those numbers sink in for a minute. This might be a playoff run that we have not seen in a long time, and you would have to go back, you know, I don't recall when it was. I had just read the other day when a losing player, I think it was Ron Hextall, but I'm not 100% certain, a losing player in the Stanley Cup Finals won the Conn Smythe. And that's the kind of territory that we're treading on right now with Marc-Andre Fleury, that his numbers are so above and beyond anybody else in the playoffs right now that he might be the Conn Smythe winner, especially if it's a close series, especially if he's able to maintain, you know, a .930 or above save percentage and keep his GAA below 2. We could be looking at Marc-Andre Fleury. He's had 4 shutouts this playoff, and he has played every single second of every game for the Golden Knights. They've never had to look at their bench for their goaltending change, anything like that. Marc-Andre Fleury has been phenomenal this playoffs, and for me, that's who I have as my Conn Smythe winner right now. Let me know who you guys got. Is there anybody that maybe I left out of the top 5 that you think has a sneaky chance of coming up and taking the Conn Smythe? Be sure to like and subscribe if you're just passing through the channel. I try to do hockey videos as regularly as I can. I have a Discord channel where you can come and we'll discuss hockey there. I have a Patreon if you'd like to sign up there. Feel free, no obligations to anybody, but it would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Conn Smythe. Who's your favorite for the Conn Smythe right now? And let me know. We'll talk about it, and we'll see you next time.